All right, friends, you guys have done a ton of research. You guys have done the table of contents. Check. Now is the big part. Today, we are going to draft fast and furious. I know. Now, some of you guys may have already been doing a little bit of drafting, writing, to see how things go, like a little rehearsal for this, but this is the moment. Today is the day. We are going to get all of our unique thoughts on our page to create something that the world's never seen before, a book of your own collaboration. You guys will have a couple chapters that you're going to be writing down, but here's the thing. What good writers often do before they draft is they do a little bit of rehearsal. And when we are drafting things that are expository, right, things that teach other people, we actually rehearse by teaching. That's what it looks like actually doing a little bit of pretend teaching to people, because that's ultimately what our books are going to be like too. So today what I want to teach you is that good writers, they do a little bit of teaching to rehearse for their drafts. And since we've already done a little research, what good writers do who are also researchers is they do some teaching and then they take notes about some things that as they're trying to teach, they realize they need to get more information about. They research those things really quickly and then they draft fast and furious with those answers in mind. Let me give you an example of what I mean. First of all, I think it is helpful to refresh our brains a little bit about what good teaching might look like. And so I just want to remind you that when we're doing good teaching, we explain what a book's going to be about. In this case, what our chapters will be about. We might tell a bit about the big things that we're going to talk about in the chapter. We'll say at least a few sentences about each part of our topic. We'll talk like an expert. We'll use fancy words and explain what they mean. And we might even use our bodies and hands. And you could even make a quick sketch if you want to about the thing that you're trying to talk about. So I'll try to do a couple of these things and teach you right now. I'm going to teach you about my chapter that I decided with my group is going to be the life cycle of a penguin. And okay, let me get started. The life cycle of a penguin has many parts. Penguins start off as eggs. Eggs have really hard shells to protect from all of the outside world. Moms and dads stay on the egg to keep it warm. The inside of an egg is called... I don't actually know what it's called. Okay, that's something I need to write down. One sec. What is the inside of the egg called? Okay, I gotta find that out before I can do my drafting. Okay, let me keep going. So I said a couple of topics, trying to talk like an expert. Okay. After the mom and dad have stayed with the egg to keep it warm for a long time, the egg will hatch and out pops a baby chick. A chick is a baby penguin bird. I gotta pause. It doesn't actually pop out. It like kind of pecks its way out. I saw it in a movie. I might have to go rewatch that part to like be able to describe how it gets out. Let me write that down. How does a penguin get out of the egg? Okay, let me keep going. The chick penguin is born and with big gray feathers, which keep it warm from the cold outside. It stays with its mom and dad while it is young and its parents feed it. Actually, I don't know how long penguins stay chicks. How long does penguin stay a chick? Okay, so after some time, I'll have to figure out how long. After some time, the penguin chick will start molting its feathers. And once it's done molting all of its feathers, which is, by the way, a really gross process, it like loses all of its gray feathers and all of its other feathers kind of pop in and it looks really ugly while it is in the process of molting. It becomes a beautiful adult penguin. Okay, so do you guys see what I did? I did a little rehearsal. I feel like I might need to practice that again, but it was kind of awkward. And that's okay. It's like my first time teaching about this. The thing that I think is really important though is I took notes on the things that I need to go and research again. I got to go and research that stuff really quick. And then I'm just going to start drafting because, after I've rehearsed maybe once or twice, after I feel like it gets a little bit better and I've done my research, then I got what I need. And it's time to get started writing our really unique pieces. I'm going to pass it off to you. You guys have already decided probably on which chapters you're going to be writing for each other, but today you might do a little rehearsal. You might try to teach your chapter before you write it. You could do that by teaching to a stuffed animal. You could teach it to a screen. You could teach it to maybe a friend in class or a person who's with you in your house right now. However you end up doing rehearsal, try doing it first and write down a couple things that maybe don't come to you so quickly that you have to look back at your notes for, or maybe go back to your research for. Get your answers, have them by your side. And I'm going to put the answers and my note card right by my drafting paper so that I can draft and look really quickly over at the answers that I know I'm going to forget. You guys ready to do some drafting today? All right, rehearse, draft, and zip to it. Can't wait to see what you guys come up with. Pow, pow. Brain power, go! Best of writing, friends.